We're live.
Hello everybody, welcome to Live at 5.
What's happening?
On Monday, September 26th, with very special guest Molly Pope, who's going to be at 54 Below.
Yeah, we're going to talk. She's a fantastic singer and actress, and I'm seeing her on Wednesday. I'm actually going to her
love
show.
going
I can't
to
wait.
54 Below. It's so
I'm
much
going to get
fun.
a little sneak peek today. But first, talk about
I
the
met you
news.
in 54 Below.
Oh my God, we
FYI
did.
all,
We totally met.
I stalked Paul Wontoric at 54 Below.
It happened.
And
Speaking of, where were we at?
We were at Sierra Bogus's
Yes.
first ever show at 54 Below.
Yes.
And there was some really sad and
Yeah,
scary
some kind
news
of
over the weekend.
bad news. So there was a fire.
There was a fire at the Theatre Mogador, which I probably completely murdered the pronunciation of, which is
No,
where
you said it
Phantom
right.
was.
I saw Dance of the Vampires there.
Okay,
last year.
So they were in tech for Phantom. They teched all Saturday. They went home. Theatre was empty, thank God, and a fire broke out.
Do we know
I
how?
believe it was in the basement. We don't know how yet, or I haven't heard. I heard yesterday, so I was just hearing all the news
There is
yesterday.
a phantom at the Mogador Theatre.
And
It's
a fireman was hurt in the blaze, which is awful, so we hope he's doing okay. So yeah, obviously I spoke to Sierra and
So we don't know what's
they're all
happening
very
yet.
upset. We don't know what's happening yet. Phantom turns 30 in London on October the 10th. Well, that's when the celebration's going to be. You guys will probably correct me when I'm wrong when the exact date is. But it's soon, and it was the 30th anniversary production, and so Sierra's over there. She left School of Rock to go over there and do it in French for the first time, and yeah.
So stay tuned on that.
Stay tuned on that. But yeah, so hopefully the fireman will be better soon. Okay. A Bronx Tales. We've got a new vlogger.
Yeah, we have a new vlogger, Ariana
Yeah.
DeBose. From the Bullet. She's the Bullet from Hamilton, everybody.
I love this title. Bronx Bullet, backstage at a Bronx
Yeah.
Tale. Isn't that cool? I'm so pleased she went for that too. It's funny.
This is a really fun role, actually. She plays a love interest in the show.
There are a lot of boys in that show.
It's a lot of boys,
lot of
and then
boys.
her. So yeah, a lot of Italian boys.
And that's why I slightly love the fact that she's doing the vlog and it's full of boys, and then she's the one doing the vlog. I slightly like that.
Totally.
I think that's pretty cool.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
So that starts Thursday, and then it'll run for 8 weeks.
And we have some casting news that's going to go in odds and ends, which isn't up yet because I got delayed by other things that are happening. Hudson Lavero and Ethan Sporek will play the young Calogero.
I want to hear you say all the Italian boys' names in that show. Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the Rocky Horror Picture Show cast has been around
Yeah.
today. They sort of, Reeve Carney, who else? Victoria Justice, and who else was here?
It was not in my remit today, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
There's a video, there's a hot
Jeff
shot.
went and interviewed them this morning at Fox. I hung out with Reeve Carney a little bit, more on that later. And that's on October 20th. It's coming. It's coming soon, like 3.5 weeks for Rocky Horror.
No big surprise on this with the grosses. This was the first week that we saw the front page as grosses. That's
it did
of course
well.
The Revival, starring Nathan Lane, John Slattery, John Goodman, Sherry Renee Scott. It goes on and on and on. First 6 performances just shy of $1 million. 101% capacity. I think we all know that whenever Nathan Lane is on Broadway and reading the phone book, we'd all go, but with that cast as well. So it's doing very well. It's a hit.
It's fun on the front of house, and then all the ads, how they have all those quotes from when the play first premiered, and it's all about how scandalous it is. You know, that's their whole ad campaign.
You know what the scandal is, though, apparently, on this? Nathan Lane doesn't come in until like an hour and 45 minutes in.
Oh,
it's
really?
It's a 3-act play.
Wow.
And he doesn't come in until the end of Act 2, apparently. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Spoilers.
But there are lots of other people I want to see. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
John Slattery will get me there for Act 1.
That would have surprised
John
me.
Slattery in Act 1?
I'm sure he is. John Goodman,
Well,
I
assuming
adore. I want to see John Goodman on stage.
Yes.
I've never seen him on stage before.
Me too.
But that shocked me a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the applause
That's
like
weird.
when Nathan Lane comes out as well? Does everyone just stand up? They've been waiting for it. Do you know what I mean? Talk about milking it.
Yeah. Well, it'll get people to stay. I mean, they're going to stay anyway.
All right. We had a little culturalist going on because Christian Chenoweth and Adina Menzel had their albums
I don't know
out
if
the
you've
same
heard, but they have albums out. Very different albums, by the way.
And it was, it's
Kristen's
very different.
is like a Cafe Carlisle act, and Adina's is a, what is it, The Bitter End? I don't know. It's different. It's pop. It's pop versus classics. It's very different, very different.
Yeah.
Different hairdos, different looks on the album covers.
Anyway,
the whole thing's different.
We did the culturalist, and
Did
you
you know Adina
guys
was
said
engaged?
yes, Adina. We did that Friday.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about?
What have we been talking about?
Megan Hilty. Is that on your list?
No, it's
It's actually old. We thought it was old news, but it's not. Megan Hilty's pregnant again. Anyway, Sorry, I just didn't mean to cut that in with People
Alright.
Magazine style news.
So, culturalist, back to the
right, I'm
point.
sorry.
We asked which duet you'd like Christina Dina to do. You came up with, not surprisingly perhaps, Take Me or Leave Me from Rent.
Not so original.
I Wanted You Know Him So Well, which is one of my favourite
Sure,
duets
it's on
of
the
all
list.
time. It's on the
Isn't it?
list,
Yeah.
like it made the top 10,
Sure.
but it wasn't number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Right. I see
Marin
how
Ireland.
Marin
Marin
Ireland
Ireland.
will star in Martin Zimmerman's On the Exhale of Broadway. It's all about the gun violence. At Lincoln Center, a couple of new plays have been announced for their season, one from Sarah Rule and one from Brynna Turner. Both Sutton Foster and Kristen Chenoweth were on the Today Show today. There are videos up on the site separately. They weren't on together. That would have been fun. Okay, and Leading Odds on Wednesday, which will be coming up, it is coming. Molly Ringwald is going to be doing
this is
Terms of
interesting.
Endearment off Broadway.
It's a play version of Terms
Play
of
version,
Endearment.
which I was attached to 100 years ago in London. I was, not to be in it, but I was trying to put a production
You
up.
wanted to make that?
I was looking into, of course you would. It's an amazing title.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so stage adaptation, that's going to be happening off Broadway. Gotham's Robin Lord Taylor is going to be in that Rabbit show. Alan Cummings, just whatever, what Rabbit, that
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Alan Cummings got a new deal with CBS for a show, and this is Outside
Samard.
on Ends. Jennifer Samard is going to be in Who's Holiday off Broadway.
She's playing Cindy Lou Who from Dr. Seuss, right? Like a grown-up version? Is she a grown-up version? I didn't really follow the concept.
She's like a very busy woman.
It's a new play by Matthew Lombardo.
Because then she's off, but then she's coming back to Broadway. So she's got lots going on.
Yeah.
I'll go, shall
I'm
I?
excited. All right, thank you so much. Let's
Bye.
bring Molly Pope in here. Come on, Molly. Welcome.
Hi.
How
Hello,
you doing?
America. I'm great. How are you?
I'm so happy to finally meet you because I'm so used to just watching you on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
Yep. You could spend several days of your life.
Right?
Yep.
There's a lot of you.
Yep.
There's a lot of you singing, and oh my God.
And trying things that don't always work, but they're valiant
Yeah,
attempts.
actually, there's great videos of you doing all kinds of things. Like
Yeah.
you sing all kinds of music.
Yep.
You love that.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get people down to the facts. So you're doing a show.
I am.
Feinstein / 54 Below.
The slash. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they don't merge with another company because the title's getting a little unruly. And it's called A Star Is Born.
Yes. No, technically.
What's it called? Molly
The
Pope
title is
colon A Star Is Born?
No. Molly Pope in A Star Is Born.
Oh, in A Star Is Born. Okay. So is it about you? You're the star.
Yes, I am.
You've had other great cabaret show names. What are some of your other titles?
Well, it's kind of the joke is that my name is always in the title of every show. So even though this isn't like other Molly Pope shows, we still sort of technically put my name in the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just think of the title as A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
And it's inspired by Judy Garland's A Star Is Born, correct?
Yeah, we took the entire score, which, to the best of our knowledge, has never been performed extant, like the whole thing, all at once, in a live context. And if anyone knows that did happen, I would really love to
Then
know.
tell us in the comments.
Yeah, right? And like specifically the Born in a Trunk medley, which is this 14-minute long medley that I don't think has ever been performed live without stopping. So,
And you're doing it.
I am.
Cool.
I did. I already did it once.
Oh, right, yeah, you did over the summer.
Yeah, it became about taking this music that has never been performed as a body other than in the film and doing that.
Right. Is it fun?
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to do this?
It was a friend of mine, Will Nunziata, who is
I know Will.
cabaret
Hey, Will.
performer
How's it going, Will?
and a director.
Of the Nunziata twins.
Yep. Mhm.
Yes.
There are two of them.
Yes.
So he
that we know of.
There could be more. There could be more. He came to me with the idea, and he was around for us putting it together the first time around, and now we've sort of we're developing it further. We have a previously cut song that Michael Feinstein himself actually went. He happened to be in California. He didn't go to California, but he went to whatever archives and got us the sheet music. And
He got it out of a trunk or something?
Maybe, probably.
Wow.
We can only hope
You're so
so.
VIP. I love
We can
that.
only hope. Well, you know.
Hey, Michael, while you're out in California, can you go find that trunk?
No, it's not like that at all.
Okay.
I was very,
But he
sort of
found
like,
it.
we want to honor this material. I know there are these
Yeah.
cut songs. If they're available to us at all, we would love to include at least one of them. And oh my gosh, we are.
Okay, we have two questions. Somebody asked, is it a blend between Judy and Streisand? It has nothing to do with Streisand.
No, it's entirely the Harold Arlen, Ira Gershwin score of the 1954 film.
Right. Which fits right into what you like. You're kind of a retro girl.
Super old school, yeah, just
Old
like
school.
a
I know, that's what I love about it.
mid-20th century girl singer. So this is like an opportunity to sing this material in a way that I usually don't, because I think what a lot of people enjoy and what I enjoy is the juxtaposition of my sound and style on like a Katy Perry song or a Kesha song or a Lil Wayne song.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. And then David wanted to know, has Liza seen you do this yet?
Oh, no!
How would you feel if you found out Liza was in the audience? Maybe I'll bring her. I don't hang out with her, but maybe I'll try to.
I would be so nervous, but you know, the project is so much about like just honestly about this material and putting this material in front of people, and it's not about comparisons or anything like that. It's about you know, this is how I would play the role.
Yeah, yeah. And so is the idea that maybe you would actually do this show as a show? Is that the dream? Is that the idea?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to jinx anything.
So where are you from?
I'm from suburban Pittsburgh. I'm from a town called Monroeville. It's where the original Dawn of the Dead was filmed. That mall is the mall.
That's awesome. That's such a random claim to fame.
It's a nice little conversation tidbit.
And how long have you been in New York City?
16 years.
Okay.
I went to NYU, so I came to New York City.
And when did you sort of realize your love of? You even have a unique speaking voice. Like you have like a very distinctive speaking voice. So and your singing voice is so cool and different and unique. And when did you sort of discover this sound and that you liked sort of throwback and girl singer and all that?
Well, yeah, I was raised on a strict diet of the Great American Songbook, Titanic amounts, specifically of Nat King Cole, which I've been thinking about a lot lately. My grandma was my best friend in a not even like familial way, just like we were like, yep, you and me, we got this. So I spent so much time with her just being immersed in the Great American Songbook, not even so much musical theater, not even that so much. So that was in me to begin with, and then, you know, when I graduated college, and I didn't go to the musical theater program, Cap 21 rejected me, fine. And I think that accounts for why my voice developed a rather unique sound.
Ah, okay.
And I've had vocal issues and just had to fix a lot of things, but I think that not going through a program and the beast developing its own idiosyncrasies accounts for a lot.
And so, when did you start like getting up? And you've done all sorts of. I've heard about you for years because you've really developed quite a cool reputation.
I've been doing this for a long time.
There's a nice buzz about you around town, and you've done a lot of these great appearances people can find on YouTube, which I expect you to do right after you watch this.
They're not all great. I'm going to say that they're not all great.
Which ones should they look for?
She's
first?
trying
Which
so
one do you
hard
really
here.
love? What do you
I really love. I did Justin Bieber's "As Long as You Love Me" with I think 10 of my friends who happen to be gay. Not saying that was important to the number, but they do happen to be gay. So we did, well, it was actually about like being a gay icon kind of thing. So that I really loved. I was so
Are you a gay icon? Is this
I don't like to self-anoint.
People put this in print. Have they called you that?
No, but I have been referred to and do refer to myself as an ascendant gay icon.
Okay. So do you want to do musical theater? Like, do you want to do musical theater roles? Or
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
And you were in Found.
I was, and I'm going to go do Found at the Philadelphia Theater Company again in the fall. Incredibly excited. Yeah, this is
cool.
3 years I've been with the show, and it's how I got my equity card finally, and my off-Broadway debut, so I'm just not enough adjectives to describe, just like, yes, this show.
Nick Blamire was in that, right?
He was, He's going to be doing SpongeBob, though.
Oh, yeah. Right. So, so you want to do? So you go in for like You want to do Broadway? Is Broadway part of the dream?
It is part of the dream. I think you know, when I was younger, no one knew what to do with me, including myself, because you know I had this voice that sounded much older, and I hope now I'm getting to be age appropriate for the roles that I'm right for. But I think. You know, I don't think I would change the path that I've taken because I'm not dependent on being cast in shows to be working and doing stuff. I have this whole other thing going on that just keeps moving forward. I'm making my West Coast debut in Seattle in December. Joe's Pub is programming a series with Teatro Zinzanni. So
where's that happening?
It's in Seattle.
No, which place?
Teatro Zinzanni in their Spiegel tent.
Oh, awesome! Cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to go out there and do that, and so I'm not dependent on being cast in something, but I certainly, it's, yeah, I want to star in a revival of Mame on Broadway.
That's.
I've been putting it out there for
All
years,
right.
and I will continue to. And I know I have to have a star-making role. I'm not crazy. I know they will never cast an unknown in a Broadway revival of Mame. But I think we have time for me to rocket to stardom.
Okay, and then so once you rocket to stardom, the first thing we should do is get that Mame revival booked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm into that. I was also thinking of like, just because I hear you sing that stuff. Speaking of Liza, I was thinking like maybe there should be like a stage musical of New York, New York. Do you ever see that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
You could
I
do
do
that.
that. Yeah.
Or what about like maybe like For the Boys?
Totally.
So, I mean,
In my
you know,
wheelhouse.
I love all that type of stuff. So I think these.
Yeah,
should,
and I think a lot of these properties, like A Star Is Born, the 1954,
Yeah.
are ripe for a stage translation.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been buzz about A Star Is Born for a while, but I think that buzz sort of died out, but now it's building up again for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm so into it. Do you like singing at 54 Below? It's a great room.
I do. And the show was very specifically designed for the room, so
Okay.
the Born in a Trunk medley takes place, 90% of it is out in the house.
Oh, awesome.
And, I know the lighting designer, KJ Hardy, so I was able to be in touch with him about getting the lighting cues really specific, and it's a cabaret show, but it's a theatrical piece, but it's a concert. It's sort of, I think, a lot of things happening at once in a way that is very exciting.
There's no audience participation, is there?
There is one featured audience member role that is.
Will you just avoid me for that on Wednesday?
Oh, it's cast beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Thank you. All right. A few questions. Peyton said, "What's your favorite classic movie?"
All About Eve.
That was easy. Best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice I've ever been given,
Yeah.
just like in general.
Yeah, I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind.
In general, you're not dead yet, so you must be stronger.
Josh wants to know who would be your dream Vera in Mame.
Natalie Joy Johnson.
I know her.
I like these
you really have
questions.
the
They're
whole thing
all
figured out.
thought out.
You
Yep.
have it all figured
Keep
out.
it coming.
Have you guys ever sung Bosom Buddies together?
We did. Yeah,
You did? Okay.
we did. We
So
had.
you already practiced.
Yes.
Somebody, I love this. David said, "This woman is so cool. I've never heard of her before, and now I want to follow her career."
Well, my website is the worst place to go to do that.
Why?
My webmaster is useless. Her name is Molly Pope, and she never updates the calendar. So,
Fire her. It's
right?
not bad. I
Or
got
let
some
me know if you want to
information there.
update my calendar like every now and again, because I'm really bad.
You had
at it.
Wednesday's gig on there.
I know.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
on
I
there.
did. I managed
It's
that.
on there.
Yeah,
I've
'cause
seen websites for Broadway stars that are less updated than that.
okay.
You're fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
But yeah, check her out like everywhere. Like seriously, look her up, and you're gonna become obsessed. Have you recorded? Like, have you made an album?
I have. It has yet to be released in the
Okay.
world in January. I
cool.
recorded live at Joe's Pub an audience with Molly Pope.
Awesome. Good.
And
Keep that name in there.
currently need to staple myself to a chair to listen to the mix because I love live performance because it's out there and it's
But you have a
out
hard time
into
listening
the
to
into
it?
the ether. Yes, yes. And I haven't made an album, so it's just like, okay, just sit down and listen to it. And I mean, I know I'm super busy and stuff, so it's easy to be like, oh, later. But I have to sit down and do it and finish it.
What's like one song that's going to be on there?
24 Hours of Lovin'.
Perfect. I'm into that. Good. I love it. So what else should people know? Are they still tickets? They get in on Wednesday.
Oh
Wednesday
yes,
night,
there are
right?
tickets. Please come.
Is it 9:30? Is that right?
9:30. 9:30. It's probably going to run a tight hour. It's not gonna be.
Just do
It's
it.
going to be a tight hour.
The
and
menu there is good too.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And my
Do you get
mom and
free
dad are
food?
going to be there.
Your mom and dad are coming?
Mom, Cindy and Chip are going to be
Cindy
there.
and Chip are coming?
And Cindy and Chip haven't come to a solo show in a while because my usual shows they have some content that Mom and Dad might not need to hear.
Oh, this is like your classic gig.
Yeah, like when I'm downtown. Yeah, and there's a lot of
The
whiskey
gay
and
icon stuff.
Yeah.
It's like Ben at the bathhouse.
So
Molly Pope
yes,
at
exactly.
the whatever.
That's
She is,
very
yeah.
much what it is. So I am. I'm gonna be. We're gonna keep it together through the show, and then after the show, it's just gonna be melts into emotions and stuff that they're going to be there to see that.
Oh, that's awesome. So I have a question. After you rocket to superstardom and we do Mame,
Right.
will we have to be actually called Molly Pope in Mame? Is Mame Molly Pope is Mame?
No,
you don't have to work your name into the title.
No, it's
for
Jerry Herman.
For Broadway. You
Jerry
can just
Herman
be.
can have whatever he wants.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank
in.
you for
It's
having
so nice
me.
to finally meet you. I can't wait to see the show. I'll be the one
You'll be
screaming.
there.
It'll be
Great,
fun.
great.
And everyone, check out Live at 5 every day at 5 o'clock. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.